Yeah, your folks came out to a couple of shows that I had you on.
Yeah,
shit.
you know, they
Your
like
brothers and shit.
Yeah.
I know all your hood ass brothers.
Yeah, they like who they like, and they gonna Tyler was one of the motherfuckers. Tyler been in the barbecues and shit at the family houses.
Yeah, I came to one of the. I've been to one of the your little girl party over at your mom and dad house.
You did. You sure did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
friend of the family, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. But I think what most folks don't know, man. Before I started, nigga, you was already, you know what I'm saying, out there, been on TV and shit. And then I remember Cuz brought me to the hood spot you had in North Memphis and performed at. And that's where you first seen me.
Yep.
And you was like, so how did that feel from me watching you out there doing your thing first? How did it feel when you seen me on TV doing my thing on Last Come Stand?
It felt good to watch you do your thing on Last Come Stand because for me personally, coming from where I came from, what I did,
right,
it was just kind of amazing. And I never thought about it until after the fact.
Right.
About how I made that transition from just being a open mic comedian.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing you know, you're on TV.
Mm-hmm.
And how people...
Comic View.
Yeah.
Def Comedy Jam.
And you don't see yourself as nothing different than what you were, but everybody else see you.
Right. See more of you than you see of yourself.
Right. So then they put pressure on you because they be like, oh, okay, Comic View boy, what you got now? That's how we oh, so you go to a show, oh, I got to shine like a motherfucker today. Because they already putting pressure on.
So you like, I got to keep it going now, huh?
Yep. So, all right, when we going to start the show?
Oh, we good, nigga. We already started.
We going to start the show?
I do like the pre-thing. That's like a pre-thing I do. Folks don't even be doing it. I
thought we was just chopping it up.
Hey, man. Y'all, welcome to the 38114 show. This is one of the guys, man, that started before I did, and I had a chance to watch him before I started. He's one of my mentors. One of the realest guys you would ever want to meet. He's from Chicago, like myself, man.
From her.
Y'all, well, he moved to you. You were born here.
I was born in Arkansas.
And then, we gotta get into that.
I was born in Arkansas, and then my parents moved here. Then my mama sent me to Chicago.
Yeah, how long you was in Chicago? Because he got Chicago blood in him all the way. How long you was in Chicago?
My grandparents sent me back.
How long you was in Chicago?
Oh, no, I was young.
Yeah.
I'm going back and forth. I'm going back and forth for all my life.
But yeah, welcome to the show, man. My homeboy, real as fuck, man. Lomax to the show, man. Yeah. Got my boy Lomax in the show. This is it, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good show, man.
Yeah, so hold on. Before we get into all this shit, we got so many memories, man. So you were born in Arkansas?
I was born
in I never knew that. What part?
A town called Joyner, Arkansas. Joyner, Arkansas. Look it up if you're online.
Never heard of that.
Joyner, Arkansas. And I left there when I was 2 years old. My parents moved to Memphis.
Okay.
And I can remember going back when I was like 14 and 15, and I saw that town. And it's the town, like, they still got tracks with white people on this side.
And black people. Right now, to this day?
To this day. It's like a 4,000. And I looked at my parents like, thank God that y'all moved.
How far is that from here?
Man, it's not far. It's like a
45
minute ride.
Okay, we stayed in Forest City. It's so
many towns that you can ride through.
I know, before you get to
Arkansas.
Yeah.
That you go and they got tracks and it's white people on this side, black people on this, to this day. Mississippi. You can ride through so many towns in Mississippi and you might not see tracks, but what you will see in white neighborhoods is these little bitty nigger statues on the steps that let you know.
This the black neighborhood.
White neighborhood.
Oh, this is the white neighborhood.
Yeah, white neighborhood.
But they have
these little statues of black folks, and I forgot the name of them. The jockeys. That nigga, this is what we think about niggers. That's what that statue means.
Oh, okay.
That's what that statue.
Still till this day.
To this day.
2020.
To this day.
And you was in Arkansas when?
19. When I was born?
Yeah. Don't give them. Don't let them know when you were born. 1922. I just had PA on it. PA said his age. I said, nigga, you still look young as a motherfucker.
I'm not going to tell, but yeah, I'm older than a motherfucker.
Yeah. Okay. So then you moved to Memphis.
Yeah, I moved to Memphis.
How long you was here in Memphis?
We was in North Memphis.
That's where you started getting buck wild, North Memphis. What street?
At 2 years old, I was on Valentine.
Ooh.
I was on 9th Street. I was on 7th Street. My first memory of as an address was North Street, 7th Street, North Memphis. And I grew up from there. Went to Valentine, went to Guthrie Elementary, Valentine, Snowden. And it was going, you know.
He was a North Memphis nigga. I was a South Memphis nigga.
I grew up good. I love growing up. I would never change anything.
No, I wouldn't either. Yeah.
Except, you know, if we could, you know, get some more money.
But that's made us who we was, you know. It made us hustlers as we are now, you know what I'm saying? So.
But doing comedy, I always knew as a young man that I wanted to do comedy. I don't know when you started.
I ain't know that until I started watching Comedy View and shit like that.
I used to be a young dude, and my father used to watch comedy all the time. He used to watch, it was public on Channel 10 back in the day, and it was they used to show comedy on Channel 10 at nighttime, like 10, 11 o'clock at night, and it was coming from L.A. It was a Comedy Store. One of them
I think
shows.
I know what you're talking about. They had one of them shows showing live from the Comedy Store. I forgot what it called.
Yes.
It came on
all
TV.
The old comedians.
Yeah.
I was like 8, 9 years old, and my father would be asleep, and I would slide in, and I just watch comedy. And I always was like, I can do that.
For real?
I can do that. I can do that. I can do that. I can do that.
Who was one of the ones you remember seeing on there?
It was white boys.
Yeah, I know.
Rodney, what's his name?
Dangerfield?
Rodney Dangerfield.
Oh yeah, funny as fuck. Rodney Dangerfield, funny as hell.
Rodney Dangerfield, Whoopi Goldberg. This was the old school people who got to be on TV. This wasn't the comedians that was. And I realized later in life that the people who was on TV weren't actually the funniest people.
Right.
They was just the people who got to be.
Right.
On TV.
Who made it on TV.
Yeah.
Right.
So Rodney Dangerfield, what's that weird dude that America Got Talent that don't like to be touched, and he has a phobia.
What's that? White boy?
White boy, yeah. Don't like to be touched, has a phobia. He used to be funny too back in the day.
I don't know.
Then you know what? And this is crazy too. There was another white boy used to smash pumpkins and
Carrot Top.
not Carrot Top. Before him, it was another
Damn,
one.
it was
Watermelons.
So Carrot Top got that from something.
Carrot
I think
Top
I know
got
who you're
that,
talking about. Yeah.
He was like hilarious in the comedy community, and it was black dudes that was like. Once I realized comedy, I started listening to real comedy when I got older.
Richard Pryor.
I started listening to Red Fox. I started listening to, in fact, Lenny, what's his name? Lenny Bruce.
Lenny Bruce.
I started listening to other comics and was like, oh my God, that's comedy. That shit on TV?
So from when you was 8, you just kept on listening.
I was in love with comedy.
So when did it first hit you? Like, okay, I need to
we didn't have a telephone where we can go and type stuff in and watch.
Right.
We had records. And I had family that was like,
this nigga showing his age now.
yeah, I'm showing my age.
Yeah. Them niggas say they playing comedy albums on records.
Yeah,
You had to put the needle on the record.
So you had to have that drunk ass uncle or that drunk ass friend that was like, well, you go to your friend's house where they daddy didn't give a fuck. And
Yeah.
like, y'all ain't heard this. And he put the record.
Put that motherfucking needle on the record.
And you sit there and just die laughing at young age and like, oh my God. And the monkey, what's his name? The other old crazy ass dude. Because I've been drinking. I don't know.
Yeah, we all.
The Signified Monkey. Way back. He passed away not too long ago either.
Nigga, I'm not that old, so I don't know.
Oh my God.
The black guy?
Yeah. The Signified Monkey.
Signified Monkey.
Don't make me look
Y'all, they'll know.
You know, I'm finna look this shit up.
So okay, when did you been studying? Oh, so you studied the game before you actually got in that motherfucker then?
Well, I always knew that I thought I could do it.
So when did it actually hit you? Like, you know what? I'm finna get on this motherfucking stage and do it.
I don't know. I went to school and I joined the military when I got out of school.
Yeah.
I didn't know how. I didn't know how to.
To do it. That's what most people don't know.
Yeah,
right.
That's
how
what.
to.
Yeah, exactly. That's a lot of comics out there don't know how to become a comic. I didn't know how to.
You just gotta find the motherfucking stage.
So at that point, yeah.
You went to the military.
I went to the military and did my 6 years in the military. Went and did some killer shit.
Yeah.
And I'm crazy.
That's why they did crazy. You done killed a motherfucker? That's what most folks in the military don't want to say when they done killed some motherfucker.
No, I went to war twice, but I'm.
What war you been in?
Gulf War, military, Iraq, Iran. I don't know. I
You don't even use it.
Because after I got out, I was like, oh, I'm finna drink myself to death.
As most military vets.
And trying to drink myself to death. Guess what I ran into?
What?
Comedy.
It's in the military or after?
Yeah, I came to Memphis and I was a thug. I was crazy.
Yeah, after the military.
I caught a bunch of charges. I was living in Chicago. I came to Memphis. I caught a bunch of charges in Memphis, and I had to stay in Memphis. They locked me up and they let me out, and then told me my probation would not let me go back to Chicago. Mm-hmm. And I had to stay in Memphis. Bruh, I had
You came back to the military to Memphis just terrorizing shit.
Well, no. That's what they said, but no. And I came to Memphis. I didn't know what to do, and I was with my friend. My partner picked me up. He was like, bro, you come stay with me. We're going to figure everything out. I don't know what you want to do. And then my friend, Sonya Faline.
Sonya, R.I.P. Sonya Faline.
Sonya Faline.
Yeah.
Who was,
she was doing comedy at the time?
Yeah, she was a comedian.
Okay, yeah.
And she would come over to the house, and we'd be smoking weed and laughing. And she was like, oh my God, you are so funny. Mm-hmm. You need to be a comedian. And I was like, whatever. I was mad because I couldn't. First of all, in Memphis Police Department, they wouldn't let me out of jail without a big bond because they said I didn't live in Memphis. Right. They said I was from Chicago.
Right.
So when I paid the bond, and then when they sentenced me, I said, okay, can I do my sentence in Chicago? Mm-hmm. They said, nah, you from Memphis. I said, what the?
You gonna do it in Memphis.
What the?
So now you stuck in Memphis.
So I'm stuck in Memphis. Yeah. 3 years.
Damn.
And that's how I became a comedian. So that curse became a blessing.
Right, a blessing.
And I got to do, and I met Sonya Faline, who was a comedian. I gotta give her props.
Yeah,
she was a comedian.
Funny as hell.
And she blessed me to go on stage and show me, and I was with a crew with P.A. Bomani and Chestnut.
Shout out to P.A. Shout out to Chestnut.
Yeah, and at the time, they were doing big things.
Yeah.
They were doing big things, and they welcomed me into their camp.
Yeah.
And I was just on stage just rocking, and I didn't know.
I didn't know that. Shout out to Sonya Faline, man.
Yeah, so Sonya Faline started me doing it.
Good person, man. Good spirited person, man.
And a beautiful person.
What club she first got you on?
It was John on Whitehaven on Elvis Presley Boulevard. The Chestnut had. Yeah. He was doing open mic every week. And the first time I went down there, and I went down, and she was like, I went down there to support her. Mm-hmm. And she was like, he do comedy? And I was like, no, I do not. She was like, yes, he do. And Chestnut ain't shit. If you know Chestnut got on the microphone, hey, we're coming to the stage.
Lomax!
Nigga. Talking about he ain't never did comedy. Lomax. I'm like, no, nigga, no. And the whole crowd was like, go. So it was peer pressure.
Oh, man.
So I went up there and did like 10 minutes.
For real?
When I got down off stage, and went outside, all the comics was like, nigga, you don't did this before.
You went up there and ripped? What you go up there and talk about?
I don't even remember, bro.
Were you drunk?
I don't even remember.
Yes, he probably. 9 times out of 10, this nigga probably was drunk.
I never did the same show twice.
Funny
for the first
as hell.
year.
Yeah, I know.
The first
funny
year,
as fuck.
I never did the same show.
So you don't know.
And they just kept booking me.
Yeah,
This is the first year, and they kept booking me. And then Chestnut, hey man, you want to go on the road with me? I got to give Chestnut his props.
Shout out to Chestnut.
Yeah, Chestnut was like, you want to go on the road?
Book me for a lot of shows too, man. Shout out to Chestnut.
And we went to Chicago, and that was it. After we went to Chicago, and we did was it Damon?
Damon Williams. Shout out to OG Damon Williams.
We did Damon Room.
He booked me at Riddles. He still booked me at Riddles to this day.
But
man.
before Damon had Riddles, what's his name had Riddles?
D-Ray?
D-Ray had Riddles.
Okay.
So, and then Sonya D, I gotta give shout
out to Sonya D from Detroit.
Sonya D, she booked everything, and I was just booking. This is where I met Tyler.
Oh, for real? We gonna get into that.
When I first went to Chicago,
R.I.P. Tylercraig
with Chestnut, I did my first run, and they were like, hey, man, Lomax, we're going to book you, and I got booked all around Chicago. Mm-hmm. Chestnut took off.
Went back to me.
Yeah.
So he left you in Chicago?
Well, I'm good. You know.
Yeah, because you got folks there. Right. You know.
So I'm getting booked, and then all of a sudden I get booked, and one day I meet this dreadhead nigga. And this is funny. We was over Lil Real house.
God damn, this is classic. Shout out to Lil Real.
I'm finna tell you, they all stayed together. Lil Real.
Damn, I didn't know this.
Michi
how? No.
Yeah, Michi.
Michi.
Lil Michi.
Lil Michi. Okay, I don't know.
Michi. You don't know Michi like that?
I don't know Michi. Michi, who was it?
Oh my God, it was another one of them. They famous. They all famous now.
Yeah.
I forgot the other one's name. They all famous. They all do commercials. They all do
shit.
They all
movies and shit. Yeah. Shout out to Lil Real, Michi.
But that's what me and Tyler was staying for like 2 nights.
Yeah.
Playing video games with these niggas. And all they did was they play video games or they would write jokes. They was some joke writing motherfuckers. I got them in their props. They were some joke writing motherfuckers. And then me and Tyler that's when I first met Tyler, and me and Tyler was like, we got like this.
This is classic.
We got like this.
Yeah.
And from there, we traveled for next 2 weeks all over Chicago, Indiana, Wisconsin.
So he took you under his wing?
No, we was booked with.
Oh, y'all was booked. Y'all was just booked together.
Sonya D used to call and make motherfuckers like, hey.
And book y'all together.
Yeah, and it'd be a run. In Chicago.
What year was that when you first met Tyler Craig?
Nigga, I don't know.
Nigga, I don't know, nigga.
2003,
nigga, just make up a year, nigga. 2000, nigga.
2004, I don't remember. But,
okay.
So we started, doing that, and that was the beginning of our friendship. And our friendship was not even just about comedy.
It's real shit.
Yeah.
Like ours is, like homeboys, y'all know each other.
Yeah. You all right?
You good?
Now, when I got sick, because I got sick a few years ago, Tyler was always about health, and always about eating right, and always about telling you how you can do certain things. And this and that. All right, one person I listen to, him, Lester Bibbs, and him. Me, him, and Lester Bibbs.
Shout out to OG Lester Bibbs.
Yeah, Lester Bibbs. We'd be on the phone and talking about health and how,
Yeah.
It wasn't even about
But this nigga so hard-headed.
Yeah, I was hard-headed.
He gonna do what the fuck he want. That's one thing about Lomax. He gonna do what the fuck.
I was hard-headed. When I started listening, I finally grew up and was like, oh, okay, that's what's up. That's what we're doing. And that's how we gotta do it to, survive.
To survive. As you get older, as black men, hell yeah. Got to, man.
Man, so, these dudes, man, I pay so much homage to.
Man, I didn't even know that, man. So
we go so back. We were doing, this was crazy.
Was Tyler Craig, when you first met him, was he already BET Comedy View, all that already?
Yeah, but you wouldn't know it.
So, but you was just still real stand-up ass.
You wouldn't know it.
So you just followed up behind, you seen all them doing that shit, you was like, you know what, I gotta do this shit too.
Do what?
Get on TV, all that shit there.
No, I never even gave a fuck about getting on TV and all that shit there.
You just...
I couldn't even believe when I got on TV the first time. I remember me and K-Dub being on TV the first time.
Shout out to goddamn K-Dub.
And going, nigga, we don't deserve this. We look.
What show was that? Who Got Jokes?
No.
I'm a fan. I know all this shit. What was
it? Coming to the Stage.
Coming to the Stage in Atlanta.
Me and this nigga was in L.A.
Okay, I didn't know it was in L.A. I thought it was in Atlanta.
K-Dub flew in.
With the dread?
I was already there.
That's when K-Dub had the dread?
Me and this nigga, they had us up in like this.
Y'all remind me of K-Dub wild as a motherfucker. You wild as a motherfucker.
They had us up in a Beverly Hills hotel. And me and K-Dub was like, we don't deserve this. That's what we kept saying.
Because he from Mississippi, moved to Memphis.
We do not deserve
then moved to for real?
But if you look, it was around us.
I could just imagine y'all hood ass niggas out there.
It was some hood niggas.
Oh my God.
Y'all hood niggas.
Funny. Good time. But I know both of y'all finna go on that motherfucking stage and rip that motherfucker.
And we did that all around L.A. And I was like, we loved doing it in L.A. We ripped L.A. While we was there, every show, motherfucker called, but hey, we all at? Y'all come to tonight? We ripped the show. But guess what else they would say in L.A.?
What?
So how long y'all gonna be here?
Want you to move there.
They want you out of there.
Okay. Y'all was so funny. They just want y'all ass up.
They want you out of there. How long you gonna be here? I don't know, a week? Yeah. Oh, okay. Hey, this nigga gonna be here a week. So we gotta worry about them. Because they trying to do shows and do this and that. And there's so much competition in L.A. that, it ain't really worth it. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it.
Ain't that much money for it.
And then once you make it to a certain spot in L.A., I ain't gonna lie. For me, personally, I can't talk about anybody else. Bro, I ain't like what was going on.
You ain't like the vibe?
I ain't like the vibe.
No, me and you the same way. I moved out there early on. And I got an uncle stay out there. Luckily, I stay with him, but I didn't. My soul wasn't easy out there neither, nigga. I was like, this is too much. Which is too goddamn much out here.
Yeah, I heard something.
Yeah, but luckily I still had a chance to come back home to Memphis, and everything still worked out from there. You know what I'm saying? I still had a chance to travel from Memphis and do my thing and everything.
Yeah, I mean, I had a beautiful time out there a couple of times. Yeah. One time we talking about my friend Tyler and your friend Tyler.
Yeah, man. Shout out
we did this
Tyler,
show
Craig.
called Who Got Jokes.
Yes.
And it was the first season of Who Got Jokes.
And where was this filmed at?
In L.A.
LA.
And I can remember I landed on an airplane. This is a true story. I landed on an airplane. Goddamn motherfucker standing outside with a sign saying,
Lomax.
I was like, yeah, that's me.
That's me. North Memphis, nigga.
That's me. I'm in L.A.
Yeah.
They follow them. I get on this big ass van, big ass luxury van. And the van is circling the airport, picking up other comedians.
Okay.
So when the van circled the airport, I'm like, you taking me to the hotel room? No, we got some more comedians to pick up. So, okay. Circle the airport. Guess who the second comedian that they picked up?
Tyler Craig.
Tyler Craig.
So y'all didn't let each other know?
No.
That y'all
I didn't know and he didn't know it. He got on the van and we just shook our head like, nigga. Because we had just saw each other.
That's usually how it be, bro. It's like everybody be doing their thing. Like when I did a contest in Columbia, South Carolina at the Comedy House 2010. I get there. As soon as I walk in the room, I see Raynard from Nashville. Like, nigga, I ain't know you was know. So we end up sharing rooms together. He like, hey, nigga, I ain't got no room because I just pay you half. So we end up, that's how it be. Yeah. So you ran to Tyler Craig. I know it's on from there.
And from that point on, me and him was like,
oh, shit. Yeah, that's funny.
We tripping. Like, oh, bro. So we go, they put us up in Beverly Hills. In a hotel in Beverly Hills. We tripping right off the bat like niggas.
Oh, yeah. This is, yeah.
Let's go get something to drink.
Yeah, let's go get, see? I love real niggas, man.
They call my dog. I think I can get some green. Man,
let's do it up. Fuck it.
And we did it up. And Who Got Joked the first season, they knew. Me and Tyler.
The two main dudes?
We were tight. They knew we were tight.
Who won that season?
I don't know. I lost to Tiffany Haddish, which I shouldn't have.
Damn, back then?
Yeah, I lost to Tiffany Haddish. But it was an LA thing.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah.
You know, he jacked me for that.
Shout out to Tiffany Haddish, yeah.
I still.
Yeah, love Tiffany. Yeah, it's cool.
I'm not mad at Tiffany. It was the business.
Yeah. You got to understand the business.
This is the business.
Yeah, you got to. Don't take it personal.
And I never did. I think I lost a little JJ.
Was 12 no, let me tell you something. This is before I even did comedy, bro. When I seen Lil JJ as a little boy on there with y'all grown up, I felt like that was a disadvantage because he's a kid. And all he got to do is talk about grown-up stuff, and all the grown-ups are going to laugh.
Okay, let me tell you a story.
That's what I didn't... Shout out to Lil JJ. I wouldn't hate, but when I seen that, I was like, that's not no fair advantage to have him on the show with these funny adults, and all he got to do is get on there and talk about kid shit and all the adults. I didn't think it was the...
Oh, so okay, so...
Yeah, go and tell us the real. Go on, tell us the real.
We was in L.A.
Okay.
We was in L.A. again.
Okay.
At the studio in Hollywood. We was in Hollywood.
I know. Yeah, that's where I was too.
And,
Universal Studio?
No, what's the other one with the... Well, in Universal, you know my motherfuckers big as fuck.
Yeah.
It was another one.
Okay.
Not Universal.
Yeah, what we did, NBC, we was in Universal Studio.
No, we wasn't at y'all's.
Okay, y'all was at the other. Okay, whatever it was.
You could tour and see.
Yeah. Like, it's all connected.
This was Fred Sanford. This was Fred Sanford.
Sanford and shit was filmed.
This was Lucy did. This was.
Okay, I feel.
Anyway, it was a huge ass studio, and it was Fox Studios.
Mm-hmm. Oh, y'all was on Fox back then.
Yeah, it was Fox.
Okay, it was Fox back in there.
Yeah, and so we was sitting down, all the comedians that we thought was there, and then all of a sudden this little boy walk in.
They already knew this. The producers already know this the nigga who's gonna. This the nigga here. Okay.
We were happy to be there.
I know.
This was one of my first shows. Actually, that was my first show.
Yeah.
I didn't know no better. And this little boy walk in, and behind him was an agent, a manager, a handler.
He had everything.
A school teacher. Man, it was like 7 people.
That nigga was getting homeschooled.
That nigga had an entourage. Can I get some of that?
Yes,
This
sir.
nigga had an entourage.
Yeah.
And we sitting there.
So y'all already knew the bid.
as soon as he walked past, that nigga didn't say nothing to nobody. He saw me because he know me, because he's from Little Rock.
Oh, okay.
And I'm from Memphis, and his whole crew know me.
Okay.
Except the manager and whoever the fuck else he had with him.
Right.
They was like, what's up, Lomax? And they just
they knew you. Okay.
Yeah, because they were coming to Prescott.
Right. Prescott. Shout out to the OG Prescott.
Prescott. Little JJ was coming to Prescott Comedy Club working out before he did the TV show. Mm-hmm. And I met them, and I knew them. And they were doing shows, opening up.
Before you get to Lil JJ walked into the contest, you talking about Prescott Hot Wings out
Yes. Oh, my God.
Night Honor?
Oh, yes.
Let me tell you this. I was working at UPS at the time. I was a UPS driver. This is before my son, mom, and I broke up. It's before I went into my transition to finding myself and what I really wanted to do. I remember riding down the street, and I used to hear Prescott Comedy Club being advertised on the radio. Prescott Hot Wings Comedy Club. And I used to always just like, man, I want to. You know how you just be in your own little thing, you working, doing your thing. I'm like, man, I want to. I used to always hear it on the radio, but I never did go, bro. But go ahead. That's before I started. I used to always hear it.
That's funny because at that time.
No, get back to Lil JJ walked in.
I'm gonna do that, bro.
Okay.
At that time, Prescott was opening up for Cedric.
I know, he was bald. Prescott was the head nigga in Memphis then.
And they at his club.
Yeah.
And they would tell you, he would tell you, they didn't want nobody but me to host that bitch.
For real?
They didn't want nobody but me.
Hey, shout out
But
to OG Prescott.
I fucked around and got big and got booked.
So you...
Hey, I gotta go.
Yeah, I gotta go, nigga. Hey, I can't be here, nigga.
I'm booked. But I can tell you
so
this.
who Prescott got after you?
I don't remember, but I can just say I ain't got nothing but love for Prescott. Because Prescott didn't show me nothing but love.
Man.
He showed me what he could show me, and then he let me go.
Most comedians mad at Prescott. Man, Prescott didn't ever take me on the road. But I said, nigga, Prescott gave us a platform to perform at. Every week, if Prescott found somewhere to do a comedy show at, whether it was a hotel, a club, and if you funny, he fuck with you. He gonna leave you on that stage and walk out that motherfucking club till you just figure it out. You ain't got no 5 minutes, but you funny. You see Prescott walking that door, you like, shit, I gotta come up with some more motherfuckers. So he gave us that stage time. That's how we can stay on stage for so long and do our thing because Prescott, that's how Prescott molded us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I'm not mad. I'm not.
Prescott.
Anybody who could be mad at Prescott, I don't get.
Prescott.
Honestly, Prescott did take me on the road with him. We went to Chicago.
I did a show.
Together.
Okay, I did a
we
show
to
with
Chicago. We went and did D-Ray Room, and we did a couple more rooms in Chicago.
But
together.
he gave us the foundation.
But yeah, he gave us what you need. And then he would be in your ear. And he'll tell you what you think, what he think you need.
But that's if he like you. Because if he don't like you, he ain't gonna talk to you. If you ain't funny, Prescott ain't finna talk to your motherfucking ass. 2 for $1 bar grill. You remember that shit? That's when I started like 07, 08. 2 for $1 bar grill. I used to go to every Friday do a little shit. I remember Prescott finally talked to me. He said, hey, nigga, you funny. He said, hey, you come up here every week with different shit. He said, hey, you need to get you 5 or 10 minutes, pack down first, work that, know that you got that work, and then add on to it. I was like, oh, okay. Because, you know, when you first started out, you was like, everything I think of was fun.
Yeah.
So every week, I'm coming up there, new joke. When Prescott stopped me and said, get you a 5 to 10 minute set, pack down first, that you can take everywhere, and then add on to that. So that's when I started. I listened to him. And it got me a 5 or 10 minute pack down. Then I just started adding more shit on to it. But I made sure I had a 5 or 10 pack down that I know will work. Yeah, back to little JJ walking in, coming to the stage with all his folks.
I gotta say one more thing about Prescott.
Oh, okay.
Prescott was
man, OG, man. He gonna be on the show.
He was a comedian that
I
watched other comedians.
One of the funniest.
All over the country and all over the world, because I got a chance to travel all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched him take a dead room, like a dead room. The room is dead.
What is what?
All over. And here in Memphis, too.
Mm-hmm.
He would walk up. The room could be just dead. and Prescott would take his time.
Ain't that's what we learned that shit from? That slow roll.
And murder.
We learned that slow roll from Prescott, bruh.
I'll watch him and be like,
he a slow roll. He won't rush it.
Hey, yeah.
He gonna get up there and take his motherfucking time.
And if you ever seen him,
and by the end of the show, nigga, everybody done.
Dying laughing. Because he was just, and I watched him and I learned from him so much. Man. And the little stuff, the things that, I can't say little stuff, the things that he taught me, I took with me.
Yes, I did too.
I took with me.
I did
and
too.
I can't be no hater and be like, Prescott didn't put me on no
Prescott,
TV.
Man, Prescott
I can't do that.
Bro.
And he'll show you what you need to show.
Yeah.
And
if you're serious about it, you're going to take it.
And if you do it.
He ain't the type to be all here talking to y'all all the time. Ain't
so,
Prescott.
man, nothing but big ups to him.
Prescott, we're going to have him on the show. So we cut on time. To get it.
And you tell when he on the show, tell him Lomax, tell him I said, he helped me. He helped create me.
He gonna see it. He gonna see. Y'all all help create me, goddamn. So I come up under you, Prescott, Henry, Cuz.
Cause I tell a story about me and him. We went on a trip one time.
No, we gonna do that.
Chicago.
No, do this.
Do
little JJ walking in and coming to the stage first. Cause we got so much shit. We got about 15 more minutes. Would you want little JJ real quick?
Yeah, little JJ walked into the stage. We was all on TV One, and he walked in, and we already knew he was gonna win.
Because he walked in with an agent, security guard,
nigga,
teacher.
We walked in by ourselves with a backpack.
Right.
With a backpack on, like, is this the place? And they were like, yes. This is my first show. My first TV show.
Right.
I was just so happy.
Yeah, that's how it be. From North Memphis, Arkansas.
How would you feel?
You just happy.
How would you feel though?
I'm just happy just to be here, man.
Hey, Ambrose, I can see your ticket. Got a TV
you
show
gonna
for
pay? You. Look, when last conversation say I'm gonna pay you to fly you out to New York to perform at Gotham Comedy Club. I'm like, I already won. Y'all ain't got this shit. That's for me. I won already.
Right.
Yeah, so
and you fly out there and you like.
Yeah, I ain't real danger, yeah.
So I will say that every fucking comedy show that's a contest is rigged.
And you gotta understand the business. You can't get banned. So when you did BET Comedy, this ain't no contest.
No,
this just them paying you.
And thank God I did that.
Showcasing your shit. So how do you get on that motherfucker? Who contacted you for being on that?
Because they, like a producer told me, we wanted a good show. I had a real life producer come and tell me.
Who was that? You gonna shout that name out there? Bob Summer? No, he wasn't over the time. Go and shout out the name.
I'm not gonna say Bob. Yeah. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I had a real life producer tell me from the show that I did with Lil JJ. The producer, and if you want to look it up,
hold on. This the thing about doing content, even though you know it's rigged. It's about the network and the connections. It's about the people that's gonna see you.
BET coming to you, and it was the producer who told me, "You were never gonna win. We just want a good show."
Right.
And we wanted good comics.
That's real.
On the show.
Right.
And they told me that.
That's real.
And you will be blessed in the future. Which I was.
So that producer hit you up years later for Comedy View?
That producer hit me up the next year and I was on Comedy View.
And hold on, who was hosting that year Comedy View when you was on there?
Cheryl.
Cheryl Underwood. Yeah. Oh, man, that was classic. Who I was on? Hold on, let everybody know, because this is where...
Cheryl roasted everybody.
Hold on, before I even knew I wanted to be a comedian, BET Comedy View, man, was the shit. I used to watch, that shit used to come on, I forgot what days
I got to do it.
But I was like, man, this is the bomb.
I got to do BET Comedy
So,
View.
Cheryl hosting.
Who
else was on that show?
She roasted
I can't remember.
everybody.
Who was on that show?
Bruh, you
remember?
Look it up. She roasted everybody.
Who was all on
there? If you was not funny.
We don't know what year that was.
The last year.
The last year.
It was last
so
year. She roasted.
Who else was on that show? Who got roasted then? Let's tell them who got roasted.
All the comedians that you know was on it.
All right, who got roasted?
The new comedians, and except me, I didn't get roasted.
I know you, but
I know you. The new comedians that was trying to get on there, man, she would go on there and just roast them.
Every time you get out.
Like a dog, like.
You can't remember nobody who was on the show with, bro. Who was on there?
I don't worry about me.
I know. Who else is on there? You know.
Everybody else. Every comedian that you can think of.
Who? Nick, call a couple names.
Nigga, no, me. Lomax was on that motherfucker.
Lomax is on that motherfucker. Lomax.
It's a whole bunch
Okay,
of other
let us know
comedians.
one of the jokes you told on that.
One of the jokes I told on that?
Mm-hmm.
I think I told a joke about the baby.
The baby?
No, it wasn't the baby. It was about the washing machine. You know, my washing machine joke is famous.
Nigga, that's fucking, I know. You know, he killed it.
And Tina Graham was like,
I don't know.
I don't care what you do. You always
do that washing machine joke.
Do that.
I don't know if this episode is on TV or not, but that bro.
Yeah, washing machine joke was
this
already.
Is Lomax. I don't care how many times you see this nigga on stage. If you see this nigga, you gonna laugh. Cause I think it's all about, first of all, your spirit. You just a good spirited person, first of all. And that's what I try to project out before my comedy. I'm funny. First of all, I want you to have a good time, first of all.
Yes.
Before you even hear my joke.
Yeah.
So I think that's, and man, I'm talking about, man, it's a pleasure to see. I remember Chuck used to book us for shows, nigga, in Jackson, Tennessee, Blytheville, Arkansas. He already had a bar set up for us there. He won't even be there. He had a VA. He like, y'all going out there to Blytheville, Arkansas, do a show. They got the bar set up for liquor. We get up there and perform. And I used to go up first, and it used to be Cuz and you, man. I just used to sit back and watch like, dawg, them niggas so goddamn funny, man. I'm talking about classic funny. Drop dead funny. I'm talking about, man. So I'm glad I had a chance to come start from some, you know what I'm saying? Grow from real motherfuckers, man.
The growth. You don't realize the growth until after the fact, until you don't groove.
Yeah.
You don't realize the growth until after you don't groove.
Yeah, right.
That's what's crazy, bro. Mm-hmm. And you know, it's just special. This whole thing is special. This whole comedy thing is
especially coming from where we come from, man.
Yeah, coming from where we come from, doing what we do, this whole thing is special. And if you don't take it serious, if you don't take it, you know, like you need to take it, I mean, I take it into the heart.
And I forgot who said this, but they said, you gotta have fun with this shit too. And I think that's what me and you, we have fun with this shit.
You gotta have fun.
Don't be in it, make it to Hollywood, make it big, and you still serious and you still ain't happy with it. Have fun throughout the process.
But let me tell you something else. We are people come to after shows and
actually gravitate to.
They want to cry to us. I just lost my mama.
It's the spirit.
Night. I just lost my parents.
It's the
last
spirit.
Night to COVID. I just lost my mama to.
Man, that's what most.
I needed to laugh.
Most of the fans.
You know how many times I heard
most
that?
of the fans don't see that when people come up to you after the show and be like, "Man, you was one of the ones on the show that made me cry. Like I just had a brother just died, man. But most people don't see that shit, man.
Right.
Like this shit is a blessing what we go through, and we say it on stage, and it helps somebody else out that's going through.
And that's what comedy to me is.
That's what comedy is. It's serious, man. It's needed.
And I've never, ever, it just dawned on me years after years doing it, of people coming to be going, you made me laugh tonight, and I needed that.
I needed that. I love you. So before we run out of time, Tyler Craig just passed. Tyler Craig taught me a lot from when I first started. I had a chance to perform with him. My last show with him was a couple years ago. Him and Bo P came to Memphis. I think they took times headlining. I was hosting. And even though they knew I was funny, they never did just let me go with that. Like, they was always on me after the show. Like, Tyler Craig was like, hey, nigga, you funny. But, nigga, stand up straight when you on stage. Like, I had a natural hump in my back from my dad. You know, I'd be kind of stumped up. He's like, nigga, stand up straight. I'm learning game from Bo P. So the whole weekend, they was on me. But every time I performed with Tyler Craig, good dude, laughter. Just one of those guys you just always just, you know what I'm saying, get booked all across the world because you know he ain't about no bullshit. He ain't got no anna with nobody. He finna show up and he finna rip. And you was, when he came to Memphis last weekend, I was trying to get this show together. I didn't get a chance to go up there to Chuckles to see him, but I wanted to have everything in time so he can go up here and do a podcast, but I didn't. But you had it. I know he would have, but you had a chance to kick it with him. Y'all been friends since, goddamn it, 2000. Yeah. So just tell us a couple stories about you and Tyler Craig.
Tyler Craig.
Because I know you had a chance to kick it with him when he came to Memphis recently.
Man, and he took me home because I was like, nigga, I'm finna catch an Uber. At Chuckles.
Yeah. This is like last week.
This is last week.
2020, August.
I came to see him. He was like, man, we had a good time. We went in the car, we talked, we laughed.
Give me that beer. You been drinking that beer over there.
What beer? What beer you talking about?
That beer you brought in
beer.
Okay. You want some more, what you got in the cup?
No, yeah, but hold up. Yeah,
okay.
You don't want to say
yeah, so Tyler hit you up when he came.
Tyler hit me up and I said, bro, I'm coming. Because I don't go out, and a lot of comics know that.
I know, unless it's somebody you really fuck with coming to town.
Yeah, and I don't really go out. I don't care. Cause I just don't go out anymore. But Tyler, I would come out for it.
Tyler, always, you gotta come out.
Tyler called me. He was like, nigga, you coming out. You coming out. Come see me. I'm going to come get you. Because he knew where I stayed.
Mm-hmm.
he knew where I stayed.
Right.
Then I did not want this nigga knocking on my door. Okay, I'm coming, Tyler. I'm coming. So I came, and we had a good time that night. Me, him, and his wife. We ordered food, and he laughed. I went and did my show. He laughed, and he went and did his
you went
show.
up?
Yeah,
you went up did that spot?
I went and did my.
Okay.
He wanted me to open up for him, and I opened up for him. And then
the whole weekend?
No, just that night.
Oh, just that night. Okay.
He wanted me to open up the whole weekend.
Okay, but you couldn't do it.
I just nigga, I'm just gonna do this weekend.
Right.
And then for him.
Right.
This was last week.
I know. Last weekend, 2020. This is gonna be the first episode I dropped since Tyler Craig just passed. R.I.P. Tyler Craig, man. Man, very good dude.
So he go up. Me and Jackie sitting together.
His wife. Right.
Yeah. And watching him, I would laugh. I could see him 1,000 times, and I would laugh.
You one of the comedians, and you with Tyler Craig and a couple more, you can just watch every time. You're gonna laugh regardless, bro.
And laugh.
You gonna laugh.
I'm laughing. This nigga's hilarious.
His set,
I can see the same set.
Yeah, it's gonna rip.
It's just hilarious to me. Mm-hmm. It's so funny. So I'm sitting there, I'm laughing. Jackie like, you want something to eat? I'm like, no. She ordered food and drinks.
And Chuckles, wings and shit like that. Shout out to Chuckles Comedy Club in Memphis.
Yeah, Chuckles. And by the time he got off and he was taking pictures, I'm drunk because
Jackie is white.
Order all kind of shit.
Nigga, you know what? We was somewhere. His white nigga, when Tyler on stage, his wife somewhere fucked up. She drunk at that time while he on.
Well, she was with me. She was good.
So she having a good time. So she talking to me every time. That was Jack. Shout out to his wife.
Yeah, shout out to Jack. Shout out to Casper Love.
Yeah.
She was still is, and I talked to her. Well, we texted each other earlier today, and nothing but love. But I'm gonna miss that dude.
You just seen him last weekend, bro.
Yes.
Man, I hate I didn't break off to see him, bro. Always good to see Tyler Craig.
I told you I want you Tyler.
Always. I'm up here trying to get this shit together.
And you was trying to do,
But you know what? It's always good because our last interaction with each other was always good.
It's a beautiful
I always love.
And anybody know?
Ain't nobody got shit just bad to say about Tyler Craig.
You say anything about? You know what? This was funny. That night, all the comedians. It was comedians that came out of nowhere. Comedians I don't even know.
Rob Love is boy. Rob Love
was there. Rob Love was there.
Matter of fact, Rob Love is performing with him next week in Little Rock.
No, the next day. It was Friday, Saturday at Chuckles, and the next.
And then at Little Rock.
I was in the car when they posted. When she's like, I was like, y'all supposed to be in Little Rock tomorrow. She was like, yeah, and I sent his wife the post.
Yeah. Rob Love was performing with him.
And Rob Lowe was in the car with him.
Oh, okay, he was in the car with him. Okay.
He was in the car with him.
Okay.
So, but all the comics.
Come out and see.
All the comics. And every time I been around him, all the young comics.
See.
They stand around.
Because he always
and
drop
Tyler
game.
would drop game.
to the younger comedians.
And I would stand back and just shut up and just let him drop
Let
game.
him do his thing. Man.
And he would drop game. And the young comedians would stand there with their mouth wide open and just listen.
Yeah, I still listen.
And this happened last weekend.
Yeah, I still listen.
We was in the car. We were in the car blowing, and next thing you know, the car was surrounded by comedians. And that nigga got the car, let the window down, and started talking, and dropped game to all the comedians.
That's out, man.
I don't even know half of them. I know some of them.
Good dude, man.
And he, great dude, man. I mean, like, you got some people who say people are good. This dude's cool. This dude was genuinely great.
Known
dude.
Across the world, man.
And
everybody know the moral of the story is that was his shit.
And every comic around the country, every person who got to meet this dude around the country, know that we are gonna be missing a great dude.
Man. And good health too, man. He was a vegan, right?
Yeah, he was a vegan. He ate healthy. He always talked about healthy stuff. He worried about me.
I know that.
Yeah, I used to be like, nigga, I'm cool. Nigga, you drunk. I'm like, nah, I'm cool though. We was a crack up.
Hold up, let me tell you this story. When probably the second, third time when I met Tyler Craig and we was cool, I was like, Tyler Craig, down beat, because I used to see him on Common View with the flash and he used to drink. I was like, nigga, that don't be liquor in your flash. You be like, hell no, nigga, I don't be getting drunk like that on stage. That nigga pulled out another flash out of his pocket. He said, now nigga, this is what the liquor at. Man, I was like, man, that dude, man, classic.
Little chaser.
Let everybody know where they can find you at, man, before we run out of time.
Bro, dude, he was an entertainer.
Tyler Craig, R.I.P. Tyler Craig.
He was a beautiful person. If you know him,
inside and out, man. Inside and out.
Fuck the entertainment, fuck the comedy. He was a beautiful person.
It's like those people that I really respect, like that Rodney Perry is another.
Rodney Perry, rest in peace, man.
Rodney Perry you said rest.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking about time.
He recovered from COVID. I was just with him. I came out, me and Rodney, bro.
And Rodney tell you a little bit crazy too.
Nigga. He hit me up. He said, I'm coming to Memphis, June 25th through 28th.
He coming to Memphis?
No, that was last month. I had 2 months ago. I just did a live interview with him on Instagram. We did an Instagram live. He's like, nigga, I'm coming to Chuckle June 25th through 28th. So when he got here, he was like, nigga, what's up? Nigga, I want you to feature for me. I'm like, nigga, okay, nigga, I'm there. Man, we went down and kicked it Friday. We went down and kicked it Saturday.
Y'all didn't even call me. Fuck it.
And hold on, Sunday, we went to a cigar spot, bro. They closed at 1:30. I get there about 1:45. Rodney called me. Rodney called me, was like, hey man, they closed. You might want to go and go back home. I'm like, no, I'm gonna come on up there. I got the owner of the cigar bar to give us another drink. Me and Rodney stayed outside on the patio.
And I saw your goddamn
from 1:30 in the morning to about 4:30, just chopping.
And I know, and his name Rodney is.
I'm talking about the comedy game, life. I told him.
Rodney and they the same dudes.
They veterans in the game, but ain't too many veterans you
Let's
can
do it like that.
be accessible that too. You can hit them up and just
Rodney was
kick
out
it.
there in L.A. with me. I was a Navy veteran.
And he been in the Navy.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
When I met him, that's
why y'all got cool.
Cool. And I was good in L.A.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
You go kick it at his house with when Kevin Hart was over there kicking? That's where he met.
I met Kevin Hart when I was doing they did Laughpalooza. And Kevin Hart had a whole little booth. Yeah, Jamie Foxx had Laughpalooza in Atlanta. And I walked in and this little nigga.
You did Laughpalooza?
Yeah, I did.
What season?
He was like, hey, I'm Kevin Hart. I was like, nigga, I know who you are, because he had already the movie out.
Soul Plane. Yeah, we already got that on bootleg. Yeah.
And that was a beautiful thing. But bro, I have been around. I don't do a whole lot of stuff.
I know you have.
I appreciate it. I love life.
The realest dude ever,
I don't,
man.
I don't help nobody. I want everybody to succeed, especially Memphis. My whole thing was rooting for Memphis.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Memphis
and
comics.
That, nigga, I got on NBC hollering out Memphis, and that's been my whole thing.
Memphis comics. I want everybody. So when I used to see you back in the day, I used to see who the Oscar I had. There's a whole bunch of y'all. I used to be like, you shook. And then while that I was saying y'all suck, and I'll be like, man, y'all fucked up. You don't know what you're talking about. It was that I want y'all to be better.
Be better.
Because I knew that it was coming.
Mm-hmm.
Big time was coming.
Mm-hmm.
Big time was coming.
Mm-hmm.
Big time is here now.
Yeah, it's coming. So before we run out of time, let everybody know where they can find you at social media, all that shit. Because he's a business owner now, so y'all hit him up. You know what
yeah, y'all can hit me up. Comedian Lomax.
He said y'all can't hit him up. He's a business owner now. Hustler, nigga.
On Facebook, it's Anthony Lomax on
Anthony
Facebook.
Lomax.
Got
two sons, good father.
My sons are grown.
Good.
They're doing their thing.
Took good care of them.
My son is Emmy.
Brag on your son.
I can say it. So my son,
your son has started doing comedy.
Yeah, and he writes for The Daily Show.
Mm-hmm. And they got nominated for an Emmy.
They got nominated for an Emmy.
And they won. Did they win yet?
No, they ain't won yet.
Okay. So, Roy Woods from Birmingham on that show, too.
Roy Woods, my guy.
Yeah, Roy Woods. Shout out to Roy Woods, Birmingham.
Roy Woods, my guy.
Man, I remember we was young.
Dude, this is a small world. And this is why people say comedy world is.
Henry Coleman was featured for Roy Woods. Me, Cassell, and somebody else rode down to Birmingham at the comedy, what's the club? Nigga, I performed at the Stardome in Birmingham. We rode down there to see Henry Coleman open up, and when I tell you, that's before I even got booked at the Stardome. And man, Henry real. Shout out to Henry Coleman and Roy Woods came out there.
I love Henry Coleman.
I love it. Henry Coleman is one.
And Henry Coleman is my partner.
Me too.
Henry Coleman.
He just so real.
He would tell you.
Yeah.
Henry Coleman would tell you that I'm the dude that got him on a bunch of TV shows.
Okay.
We used to drive together.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't want Henry.
They want him.
We did the first show with Lil JJ.
Yeah.
I got him on that.
You told me about that. You got him on coming to the stage.
Yeah, cause
they were looking for somebody else.
I was so hot at the time. I was down with the producer.
You called Henry. You like, hey, nigga, they need somebody else.
Yeah, they were down. They didn't have enough comedians. Mm-hmm. And I said, what? I called. I said, hey, my partner Henry coming. I made sure Memphis niggas would.
Hold on. Before we
and Henry will tell you this.
I know.
I said, Henry, get your ass out here.
Before we get out of here, y'all know. Okay, this nigga, type of shit he and he wild.
Yeah.
He the nigga that used to get in trouble. So, a couple years ago, I think it was like 2016. Shout out to Miami Mike. Miami Mike had his car show in Batesville, Mississippi, where Soulja Boy is from. And he had Soulja Boy down there every year, and he called a couple of comics down there every year. So he called me and Lomax. Down there to do a comedy show, doing his bike show in Blytheville, Arkansas. Me and Lomax on 55 South, on our way, headed to Blytheville. What's it, Mississippi?
Batesville.
Batesville, Mississippi. And he's the wild. But guess who get pulled over by the police and get took to jail?
And they said, I was calling people. I was like, hey, man. Hey, comics, we look out for each other. I call all the comics like, hey man, we're going to jail. They were like, who?
You?
Like, Arrow.
What?
I know. It's Arrow.
I had a 97 Geo Prism. My tags was legit, but my license was suspended due to back
we got pulled over for some bullshit.
And I didn't know. He said we were swerving. I seen him in the left lane. We going in the right lane.
If you remember.
But you weren't drinking on a hand pint of gin.
Fuck that white boy. He pulled up on the side of us. Your tags was legit. He looked at us.
He said we were swerving a little bit.
Was you swerving?
No, I was not. Okay, I'm back. Probably was.
Was you swerving?
I swerved where I'm sober.
You weren't drinking, I was drinking.
I know, but I swerved where I'm sober just anyway. I can't stay in the lane. So I made... in Mississippi, they seen them Tennessee tags.
Yeah, he saw them Tennessee tags.
They pulled me
us out.
over.
He looked at us. He pulled back. And then he pulled your ass over. I told you. I said, this motherfucker pull us over.
I get in the back of the car. Lomax still in the car.
I talk shit.
I'm in the back seat. I'm in the back of the car. Police like, yeah, I'm finna run your license, blah, blah, blah. I'm in handcuffs. I look at the car. I see Lomax throw the bottle of gin in the ditch. I said, you tossed the bottle
talking
that you
shit,
had.
though.
This nigga threw the bottle in the ditch. Why the police is behind me? So police come back to me and he said, hey, man, I really don't want to take you to jail, but your license I'll suspend. And I'm shocked because I don't even know. I'm like, what the fuck? He's like,
No,
yeah.
he did
Like, I was like, what
jail.
for? He was like, I can't even tell you, but license suspended. He was like, I'm going to have to take you to jail. Blah, blah, blah. And blah. I was like, man, come on, man.
So we did. We get Mississippi town. Then I called Miami Mike. I said, Mike,
we got to do the show.
Hey, Mike, we got to do a show. And Mike was like, who got locked up, you? I said, no.
Nigga, everybody shocked. So, okay. So another officer came. They came to the car, talked to Lomax. Other officer put me in the backseat of the car. I'm in motherfucking handcuffs. So the way I got, I'm gonna tell you. So the way I was like, hey man, we got a show to do in Mississippi, man, and I really gotta make it there to do the show. He was like, you know what? Since you've been complying, I'm gonna just take you down. You bail yourself out. And then that way you'll have time still do your show. So he took me to the goddamn jail. We did the photo shoot. They wrote me a citation. He called me a bail bondsman. And you know what I'm saying? So the bail bondsman come to the jail.
Who called you a bail bondsman?
The police officer did. Cause
Okay.
I don't want nobody to
Okay.
And he came. I paid the little $150 because I just collected rent from my uncle who I do the real estate shit with here in Memphis. I had that money in my pocket. I paid that. And Lomax, I called Lomax. I said, hey, Lomax, where you at? He said, hey, I just called my little white girl in Mississippi. We gonna meet you wherever you at. So I had the bail bondsman to take me to a gas station. And Lomax had the white girl to come pick me up. They met me at a gas station. She took me back to my car. I got back in that motherfucker and we drove to the show. And we made it to the goddamn show.
Did you have to say the little white girl?
Okay, I'm sorry, but it was a goddamn little white girl. But, nigga.
The little white girl that you was trying to holler at.
Yeah, it was a friend. I don't know how you know her. I don't know, bro. Don't worry about it.
No. Since you threw it out there, you was like, what's up, huh?
But, nigga, did I not get back in that car and drive up to Bladderwack?
Man, you did. Both of us
We
jumped
got
in that car.
back in that, made it to the show.
And we did that show.
And we talked about this shit the whole weekend. That was my first time meeting Soulja Boy, R.I.P, Memphis. Matter of fact, we went to a club afterward. We ride Miami White. We had a bottle of Moet in the car, in the Escalade. We chilling. And they got in his security. Got to fighting with the security.
They got us. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, let's go. We gotta go. Man, classic, bro. Oh man.
That was great. Look, I'm gonna tell you something. I love this podcast, man.
Hey man,
bro.
we still recording too. Go ahead, talk your shit, bro.
Before I go, I was just want to say one thing about my partner, my homie, Craig. He was just more than a comedian. He was funny. He was hilarious. That's what he was born for. Mm-hmm. But as a person, he was a real person, man. He cared about people. He cared about your health. He cared about how you felt. He cared about all that. He would call and make sure, bro, are you doing this? Are you doing that? Are you doing that? And that's what I remember about Tyler. The funny shit, because we walk up to each other, and there's a lot of people like that. Like I can walk up to you, and we talk about each other. Look at you, little beard ass nigga. We would do that.
Right.
Look at you with that watch. Nigga, fake ass watch that. Mm-hmm. We would walk up and talk about each other, and then pull each other to the side and be like, you doing good, bro? How you doing?
Check on them real friends that you need to have in your life.
That nigga was a real friend, man. He was my real friend.
But you know what? You are a real friend to me, bro. You are a real.
And I learned that, and I'm gonna make sure I be a real friend.
And I try to do the same thing,
to
bro.
everybody.
The same thing.
I'm not gonna call no names because you called. Mm-hmm. We talked the other day. He was talking about some other comedians, and I was like, bro, we gotta be who we be to them comedians.
Gotta be bigger than that.
And I was talking to you about that, and that's what we gotta be.
It is
that's
what
we
it
gotta
is,
be.
Man. It's love, man. It's love. So yeah, man. Shout out. Hey, before we go, I like to just call 3811 Full Show. So at the end, I'll be like, hey, thank y'all for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? This is 3811 for show. And, you know, add the little Memphis twang to it. And 3811 for show.
What's 3811?
3814 is the zip code I stayed in Memphis.
Nigga, I stayed 3817, nigga.
Okay, no.
No.
Okay, see, no, I'm snap. So I say, thank y'all for tuning in, and this is the 3811 for show. So we say it together. It is. Hey, thank y'all for tuning in. This is the 3811 for show. You gotta say it with me, nigga.
I don't know what you're saying. I don't know.
Thank y'all for tuning in. This is the 3811 for show.
3817.
You gotta say it with me.
Show.
Hey, you gotta say it together. Thank y'all for tuning in, and this is the 3811 for show. Hold on. We still recording, but
knock it down.
hold on. Yeah. Hey, comedy special, comedianambrose.com.
Check my boy out.
And we got Herbs, Seamoss, and Bird Root.
I'm never a hater. If you want
He vouching for me.
If you want to watch something that make you crack up, and especially these times,
He vouching for me.
watch this.
Yeah.
Watch the video.
Appreciate
Watch
that.
comedy.
Appreciate that.
Watch something that's gonna make you laugh.
Love you,
Watch
bro.
something that's gonna make you enjoy yourself. This is something that's gonna make you enjoy yourself.
Yes, sir.
Stop hating. Let's enjoy ourselves. We got 2020 is so fucked up.
Man.
That we gotta take a deep breath.
R.I.P. Uncle Mike, R.I.P. Tyler Craig, R.I.P. to all the people that lost their lives.
Let's just watch something that's enjoying ourselves sometimes. Let's just watch something. Just like take a deep breath and go, you know what? I'm not watching the news tonight.
I'm laughing. I'm finna enjoy myself while I'm still here.
I'm finna watch something that's gonna enjoy me.
Yeah.
Watch something that's you're gonna enjoy yourself. Tomorrow you can watch the news and be like, what the fuck?
But you know what? We might be gone tomorrow, so that's why it's important to enjoy yourself while you're still here, man. Hey.
So tonight, yeah, I'm with
Appreciate that, brother. Good episode, man. I knew it was gonna be, man. Love, bro.
Man, I'm glad I'm with you, bro.
Man.